Malu is part of the Fonzie clan.
Faze clans.
Ah, that makes more sense.
Ah.
Yeah, that's the kid's family that was absolutely murdered.
Waka waka, everybody, and welcome.
Wait, hit the jukebox.
Welcome to this week's episode of the Ashe and Shade Committee. As always, I am your host and GM, and apparently wielder of the trauma stick.
You murdered a child's entire family and then made us.
Oh, they're not all dead. Nothing. I didn't get the whole family. That doesn't help. That doesn't make me look better. You guys, there are two other rooms in this tent that you guys haven't checked out yet. Anyway, before we get on to that, I'm Curtis. I'm joined by Josh, Rachel, and Chris, my lovely friends. We're here to play some D&D. Maybe? I hope. Are we excited? Are we present and accounted for?
I thought this was Pathfinder. I'm out of here.
Pathfinder's next week, buddy.
What?
What? We're changing systems. The hag sends you into a different...
I leave for 1 week.
The hag sends you into a different role-playing system. That is the ultimate fucky metagame shit, and I love it. But yeah, so...
Like a bantha.
Before we begin, I had a thought, and I completely lost it. Let me consult my notes.
Like
that
a bantha.
I didn't have a thought. Are we recapping?
We will be. But first, I do have two
letter
brief
from our
shout-outs.
Sponsors.
Two brief
shout-outs.
Oh
yeah. Yay.
We do have with us, we have a very special sponsorship this evening. Sheckler Woodworking, as you know, is our sponsor for most of these things. He makes lovely wooden dice trays. He makes lovely things made out of wood. The logo's on the bottom. It's made of wood and leather. However, we now have, on the Sheckler Woodworking website, we have merch. We finally have stickers. We finally have cool shit that you can put on your belongings.
Well, just stickers for
mostly stickers. We're working on the rest of the stuff. However, we have. Do I have my stickers anywhere?
I do have one. I got one right here.
We have a whole host of them. We've got these cute little 2-inch logo stickers. Cute little small boys. We got big ones that Rachel is holding. We also have, and this was a thing by Erica that I absolutely love. We have two different kinds. We have a black and white, which Rachel is also currently showing, but we also have this one, which is transparent. It is clear. It shines through. You slap it on whatever you want, and you can change up our logo however you want, and we won't come after you for copyright infringement.
You can't tell that it's see-through because the back that it's stuck to is white.
Yeah, it's on a white back, but it is see-through.
It is see-through, we promise. But yeah, so those are available on shecklerwoodworking.com. And I believe, shecklerwoodworking.com. Link is in the chat because Chief Mod Xylus has thrown that around. However, so yeah, go check it out. That money will go to us and help sponsor the whole channel in its entirety. However, I have a personal shout out to make to a community member for helping me out with this. So Callus, member of the Discord, frequenter of the chat, was kind enough to help me make this battle map that we will be murdering y'all on this evening. This is not my artistic talent. This was made by someone with actual skill. But speaking of actual skill, I received a gift in the mail the other day.
Callus is in chat right now, actually.
Callus is in chat. Hello, Callus. Yes, I'm going to compliment you, and I hope that's okay because I'm going to keep doing it. But this lovely dice tower with our logo on it, fucking like this whole thing pops off and it'll sit in the tray. Beautiful fucking.
Is it come painted?
It did come painted. This was painted.
I say you didn't paint that. I've seen you try and paint things.
Correct. But no, cute fucking hinges and this die, which I will be using this evening. And the first 6 times I rolled it, I couldn't roll above a 10. So Callus, you have cursed my players with a positive thing.
Thank God.
Yay! Thank you,
Thanks,
Callus. Round of applause.
Their death is on you, though. If this die turns, and it will. I hope it will.
No.
God, I hope so.
No.
If this die turns, you'll know.
TPK
It's okay.
courtesy
Actually,
of Callus.
The three of us got together and put our hands together, and we drew an elaborate drawing between our hands to embody our friendship. Yeah, it's
Mhm.
since
Kind of
faded.
look like
It's
a
invisible
pentagram.
ink.
What?
It's
Mhm.
see-through ink, much
That's-
like our one
Like
sticker.
we took
Why
the
do
we
I
took the invisible we took the clear stickers and we slapped them on our hands.
You can't see them because they're clear.
Because they are transparent. So, those two
Curse is like,
announcements out of the way.
definitely want to kill you now.
No, that's fine. We'll deal with that. That's what therapy's for. But yes, if you want to check out some of the cool stuff that Callus makes, PropFox is their company. His company, let me remember how it is spelled and what the links are. Silas, if you want to be my favorite and put the link in the chat, that'd be rad. Thank you. Because I'm bad at my job. So back to the part of my job I'm good at. The recap. When last we left off, our lovely, lovely crew of heroes, y'all had left, you had teleported Lalo and Jahan back to Korumvor? You sent him to Atronics, correct? So, sent back Jahan and Lalo to a safer place. And Ronan, I believe you promised that you would kill this hag.
Yes.
You would seek revenge.
That's what I thought we were doing.
You've
Maybe.
that's the hope. Hopes and dreams, buddy. Hopes and dreams. But continuing through the desert, following Adam's lead, you found a tent. Small rectangular tent, big enough for a person. And 3 of you went inside. Thalia, Evelyn, and Ronan. The game plan was to offer this hag an experience she'd never had before, and have her, I believe it was like whip up a contract of an exchange of sorts, using the Onyx Quill to lock that in and force her to her word. As y'all entered, the 3 of you realized this tent is much larger on the inside than it looked on the outside. There's a very large swath of rugs and comfortable couches and cushions, plant life all across the room, and a large loom and spinning wheel off to the side. And a young woman came out, offered you tea, which none of you drank.
How rude.
And I believe she clocked that none of you drank it.
I mean, I straight up refused. So.
Thalia, serving as a Brotherhood member and a pure observer, not participating, just observing. And Ronan serving as Evelyn's bodyguard as they wander through the desert. And the conversation had a little bit of a back and forth about the intended plan and exchanging things. But during the conversation, the woman who calls herself Mushara excused herself twice. And as she walked into a back room, one of the large spools on the loom, I believe it was red thread, would turn as more thread was added to it. A large bobbin was spooling up more thread. Notable thing about this loom, there are 2 much larger spools on either side of it. One of a pure white thread and one that is white and sort of fading to black, and white and fading to black, sort of a transitory transition from white to black, and then it hard cuts back to white and then back over again. 2 massive spools of it compared to all of the other colors scattered around. Outside, Lami and Adam are perched on top of Helga, waiting for the signal. Just basically the go
I feel
ahead.
like we gave the signal.
Well, yes, this is a recap. We're
That's
waiting
true.
for the signal.
Sorry, I'm scared.
Signal came. And Lami, I believe your plan is to rip the roof off of this tent.
Yeah, I didn't know how big the tent was.
To you,
I didn't have a picture.
To you, it's like maybe a little bigger than a 4x8 tent. It's probably like a 10 foot, 10 feet, 15 feet long. It's more rectangular.
That's still the plan then. I want to take the whole tent and go
Wonderful.
like like a tablecloth so fast that like all the things stay on the table. Nobody really knows what happened.
Nobody really knows what will happen with that. But your plan, as Adam riding on your back is getting more and more hyped. You feel the weight of the last call that's been sitting on your back leave you. And Adam, currently aged about 12, is like standing behind you with his hand on your shoulder and holding the last call in his other hand like it weighs nothing, like it's a toy.
It is a toy.
A toy of a very powerful and dangerous dragon.
He had to upgrade from his little knife, you know?
He sure did. He sure did, buddy. And then what happened next? I'm trying. My notes are. She asked for the names of the three of you. Ronan, you gave your name. Evelyn gave a name. Thalia did not. So Thalia, you are still holding a small flower in both hands. And you were instructed to not speak and to just hold this for a time. Conversation continued. She excused herself again and went back, and another spool began to fill. And I believe this was the point where Ronan gave the signal. And I believe, Ronan, I had parked you on the map. And I wasn't sure if that was approximately where you were, because I thought I remember you saying you went closer to the door. Rachel.
He went closer to the door, but then she commanded him to stay. And he, like, sat down. He failed his check, and the command went through, I think.
Yeah. Yes.
Is this the door down here?
That's the entrance. She went.
So I don't know. How far between here and there would I have gotten before she said sit, boo boo, sit?
Probably right about there.
All right.
That makes sense to me. But you gave the signal, and Lami's still on his way. And the last thing before we left is she name dropped you, basically. She name dropped the Ashe and Shade Committee. And said to call off the one outside and we can have a discussion. Which you have not done.
We did.
You did call off Lami?
Yeah.
And Lami said, "Oh, sorry, interference,"
Sorry,
and just did it
static.
anyway.
Correct. I apologize. I was looking at the end result, which was Lami still coming.
Oops.
So, when we left, Adam was holding this axe that didn't want to be held by Ronan, and a 12-year-old body should not be able to hold it. But he's got it in one hand with anger in his eyes. And that's where we'll pick up. We'll start with the team inside.
I would like to use bolstering magic. Give myself a D3.
All right, buddy. Real quick. Roll me. Roll me a Constitution saving throw.
What? Con?
Con save, buddy.
Am I within 10 feet of Lami?
No.
Oh, then that's only a 22.
Okay.
Only.
As you start to pull on those reserves of magic inside of you, you feel pinpricks on your arm. As something in this room is fighting you from drawing on this magic.
Wonder what that could be.
Something
Oh,
is
good magic
resisting.
doesn't work.
You're able to push through it. But as you kind of look down, where does this magic, when you pull your bolstering magic, where does it come from? Is it center of your chest, back of your head?
Kind of comes from my chest and then runs down my tattoo of whatever
Okay.
hand I use.
So as you kind of sit there and just pull and push through, there is a ripple, and along your tattoo, you just see faint little pinpricks of blood sort of push out through your pores, just very small. You're able to push through. You can use your bolstering magic, but something is unhappy with what you just tried to do.
I'm gonna make eye contact with Thalia and kind of look at my arm and be like,
So, Ronan, you hear from down the hall, but almost like it's echoing all around you a little bit. Ronan, I would appreciate it if you did not attempt to murder me in my home.
I mean, you were more being creepy than anything.
Well, I suppose that's true.
It's not like I set your house on fire and killed your parents.
No. That is fair. So, why don't you and Evie, and I'm assuming that's Thalia, why don't you...
No, that's Firo.
Roll me a deception check, buddy.
You know what I get to use? A D3. Where is it? There it is. Huh! 2!
Roll the 2. That's it.
That is a 17, which is pretty damn good for me. I would like to give her disadvantage by asking nicely.
There's a pause. I could have sworn Firo was more metallic. I'll have to recheck the strands.
You.
But you all have a reputation of disruption. I would very much appreciate knowing what you came to me for.
Me personally, or the person who brought you the thing to do?
You. Why are you here?
To be honest,
Oh,
found
I
a kid
very
in
much
the
appreciate it.
middle of the desert that you murdered his entire family, and I would very much like to kill you because of that. Whether or not that's in your home is up to you, I suppose.
How polite.
I'd rather not kill you in your home.
Points for honesty. However, Ronan Dex, and as she says your full name in the same mannerism you do, you feel your body kind of thrum. I would advise against it.
I mean, I never said it was a good idea. I was just telling you why.
And I'm telling you I would advise against it.
I would advise against it too, if we're being honest, but here I am.
The boy's family is not all dead, and if you would like them released, that can be arranged. I needed more material, unfortunately.
God.
What's that even mean?
Do I have your word that you won't attempt to kill me in my own home?
No? We've been over this already.
Then I guess you'll have to wait and find out for yourself one day. Miss Evie, was it? You seem to be in charge here. And the rug in front of the little table starts to shift and wiggle. And you see the table itself kind of warp, and a face appears in the woodwork. And you see the plain face of Umshara looking out at Thalia and Evelyn. Now, why are you here? Okay, good. That's a 19 from Evelyn. Excellent. I'm here for a new experience. As I said, I'm here for a new experience. And I'm here to have it recorded, and I was hoping to trade with you, as you are wise and powerful, and yes. Fine, praise gets you so far with the rest of my fairy cousins, but it does not float with me. And you see the table almost stretch as she gets closer. The head stops and turns towards you, Thalia. Why do you smell so familiar, child? You may speak. Child. Firo, speak, please. I will not ask again.
Then don't.
I don't know why I smell familiar, honestly.
Come closer.
Is it the flower?
Come closer, child. No, it is much older and stranger than that, and much more interesting. You smell like something that was lost to me.
Take a step closer.
As you step,
two max.
as you step forward and take the second step and your feet settle, she goes, no, come. And the rug underneath you sort of bunches up and pulls you closer. She goes,
And pull out Fulcrum.
Are you a thief, child? You
Do I
have
look like it?
my knife.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Where did you find my knife?
Interesting. Hmm. 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 Interesting. Now you spell it out. Makes sense.
So you know you have it.
The knife? Yes. Dagger, really. Yes.
It is
I have a dagger.
knife. It is a tool. It is not for taking life, in a sense. Evelyn kind of chimes up. She's like, can we? And you just see the chair that she's sitting on just kind of whoomph around her. And Umshar goes, no. Child, there is something much more interesting afoot. Where did you find my little Threadripper?
It was a gift.
From who?
Friend of a friend. Honestly, I don't know how far back the trail goes, so I could give you a name, but I'm sure it really doesn't.
And you bonded with it, but you don't have it on you. It was
Nope.
supposed to come home, and it hasn't.
Did you enchant it yourself, or did you farm the work out? No, quality sometimes. Gotta do it yourself. Because clearly you got a good thing going on here. Very nice craftsmanship. Spells looking excellent. Takes a lot for him to make him stop.
There's a brief moment of contemplation, and the face retreats into the table.
Just gonna look at Ronan.
Evelyn just kind of goes, what's the Threadripper? Is that another thing in your magical bag of tricks?
No. Yes? Yes,
So
no.
you-
Yeah, no. No, yeah.
So do you have it?
No.
Okay, that might be how we get out of here. But we'll see. As the door down the hall creaks open, and most of you hear a chorus of rasping breaths. The door closes behind her as Umshara walks down the hallway in the same plain clothes she was wearing before towards all of you, and stands about there. And about this time, we'll jump to Lami outside.
Something doesn't feel right, Adam.
What? Adam is not keyed into what you're saying. Adam has, like, are you going to look over your shoulder?
Yeah.
You remember a look that a very particular brother Bartholomew had at your wedding. Or at,
Oh, boy.
not your wedding. At the wedding that he crashed.
Lami's married?
No, we went over that
It's
last
Llama's
episode. She
married.
left me 4
It's not
times.
Yeah, Robbie kept trying to marry everyone. Little did we know, some of it was legal.
Robbie played matchmaker and it worked. There is a fire in his eyes that will only go out with bloodshed. He is angry. He is hungry for a fight. You look back, he goes, I don't care. We're this close, not letting her get away.
All right, you gotta trust me, okay? I'm gonna do something, and you're gonna do a wraparound. Are we clear?
No, what do you mean a wrap? Like,
It's time to abandon ship, and I'm going to dive off. Hopefully landing near the front door.
Okay. So
Wrap around.
You come sweeping in. Careening through. Roll me. You want to land outside? Do you want to land?
Yes.
Okay. Roll me. Outside near the front door is not bad. Let's do. Yeah, roll me. Athletics or acrobatics?
Athletics it is, baby. 28.
28. How do you want to stick this landing, buddy?
I want to just kind of like roll off the side and do a barrel roll and then just land on my feet and bend at the knees, like a superhero landing.
Catch the. Are you doing the whole 3-point stance?
Oh yeah, 3-point stance.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, you come. Poof, you land. Those of you inside don't hear anything.
And I just want to casually strut up to the front door and kind of peek in.
Front flap.
Oh, the flap, yes.
You look inside, and it's like a 10 by 15 tent. Pretty chill, pretty small.
But it definitely looks bigger than it is outside.
No. It does. It looks like a normal sized tent, and inside there's just a very large old loom that looks like it's too cumbersome to carry. But you don't see anyone inside.
That's not how the Force works.
Nothing. Can I do an abjure the extraplanar?
Ooh.
I can see all celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead.
Let's do it. Let's push that button.
I pushed it.
Also, while you're abjuring the extraplanar, is Helga gonna listen to Adam on her back?
Helga knows what a wraparound is. She's got that.
Perfect. Great. I'm glad she's paying attention because Adam is not. Adam's like, where the fuck did he go? Okay. So yeah, you abjure the extraplanar. Remind me what words is that?
What words is that? I have.
That's when he saw all the spooky ghosts and East.
Oh
I
yeah,
get
that's
to
when we
see
found out
where
about
the
all
things
the kids
are.
you couldn't see. Great.
Yes.
Not actual kids. I just need that to be clear. Must make a wisdom saving throw. Okay. What's the DC?
17.
Great.
I think he means 27.
Sorry, let me get the other die that I need for her to roll at advantage.
But hear me out. What if she didn't? What if she rolled at disadvantage?
Wisdom. What was the save again?
17.
17. Perfect. So she got a 24.
Oh, great. She's smart, too.
However, the tent itself sort of ripples in front of you, Lami, and you see through this veil. Almost like there's a second curtain hanging in front of you, and you see a warm, well-lit open space covered in rugs, and the same loom, but in newer condition and looking a little nicer, off to the side next to a large spinning wheel. Down the hall, approximately, let's check how big this measurement is, because I'm super good at my job. About 60 feet away from you, down this hall, is a woman. Dressed plainly, dark blue robes, very, very well made, like a sort of traveling cloak and robe. But you do see Ronan sitting, crisscross applesauce, on a rug.
I feel like I would have stood up by now.
Do you want to try?
Yes.
Cool. Make a wisdom saving throw, buddy.
What? Hey, you won't let me stand up?
Not without a fight.
Well, that's a 2 plus 1. So 3.
You go to stand up, and there's a resistance. And she looks at you and goes, just kind of eyes you carefully and just gestures. And you're able to stand of your own volition. She let you go.
I sit back down.
Oh, it's so petty. I love it.
Thought I had to pee.
No, I'm fine. I'm comfy. I'm comfy right here. Thank you. I'm having a nice time. But you look, as you're kind of sitting down, you look over your shoulder, and you do see Evelyn. Well, Lami, you see Evelyn's face kind of poking out of what looks like a chaise lounge that decided to try and just, like, eat her, effectively. Just a very comfy, warm hug from a piece of furniture that shouldn't hug you.
Nice.
And Thali is sitting
Comfy.
there, holding a small flower, standing next to a coffee table. And all of you see through the open doorway, looking out, you can see the desert outside. But all of a sudden, there's a second kind of tearing. And you see Lami outside. And the night seems not more real, but it seems closer than it did when you were inside the tent originally.
I stand up again.
She goes, "And who are you, sir?"
That's Robbie.
Right.
King Robbie.
Make a deception check.
Woo! Oh, D3. Now 1.
About to say, where's
21.
Woo!
I rolled
Where's
a
Blade?
19.
Blade's when you want him. That's Greg, and that's Greg, and that's Greg.
This is also Greg. They are all Greg.
They're all Greg.
No, Robbie is the metal one.
Yeah, he's metal. Look how metal he is. Look at all that blue metal.
I'm not Robbie. And I think it's weird that you know us. So you'll probably know that I'm Lami.
Lami. Yes. The Dragon Sworn. She picked you this time.
I'm pretty likable, say.
And she kind of pulls at her robe a little bit and looks at something. She goes, "That doesn't seem quite right." But
What doesn't seem quite right? The fact that I'm likable?
No, you here. Are you coming in?
I suppose so. I'd come in. Why not? It's a nice little place you have here.
Well, I'm not inviting you in.
Oh, well, then I won't come in.
You're very rude. Don't even know how to knock politely. And she kind of waves her hand, and that rift closes in front of you, Lami, and you're back staring at the outside of a normal-sized tent.
I look over at Thalia. Earthquake.
Okay, roll a Constitution saving throw, buddy.
I thought it didn't work.
I mean, that's not bad. 20.
What'd you roll on your last one? Like a 24?
Think so, yeah.
So, you bring the hammer, you pull it up, you bring it down, you slam it into the ground. And there's a poof. It hits a pillow. And you feel the energy, you feel that power charging up and coursing out of the hammer into the ground. Nothing happens.
I look up at her and I say, performance issues and rage.
Real quick, as you say performance issues, what level spell is Earthquake?
8.
Typically? 8th level? Can you roll 8d6 for me?
$32.
You will be taking 32 points of necrotic damage as the magical feedback rips back into the hammer and up your arms. She goes, that was very, very rude. I would like you to leave now. If you would like to rage, you may.
Did she say that?
No. Boy, that I did.
That is a 2.
That is a 2. Okay.
What's a 2? Ah! A surprise tool that will help us later.
Huh? What'd you get, buddy? What's the 2? Don't make me-
Teleport.
Okay. As you, okay. So you get to teleport.
Get the teleport.
Rad. Okay. Before we begin, because this will probably you raging is gonna be the trigger of initiative. Anybody want to do anything before the real ass kicking kicks off?
It just seems like everything we're doing is just making everything worse. So I figured,
So you're
why
pulling
not?
out the nuclear option.
Yes.
You might as well have Helga finish her wraparound.
Okay. So where do you want put Helga where you want to be on the map, and put yourself where you want to be. Take Adam with you. You should be able to drive both of them.
Down here.
As he's driving, I'm gonna go pee real quick.
Okay.
Or should Adam take off the roof? He thought that was the plan.
Up to you.
I don't know. You do what you do with Adam. I can't pick up Helga.
Hold, please. I'm so good at this.
So is Ronan like kicked out of the tent then?
Not at present. He has not been banished from the tent. She has stated her desire that she would like Ronan to leave. Come on. Let me add.
Do it, Helga.
Hold on. We're gonna break the illusion here, chat. I'm sorry.
Oh no!
Not the illusion.
Oh no. Oh,
illusion.
that's why I can't fucking click on her. She's on the wrong. No, she's on the right layer. Is Adam not on the right layer?
Does Helga have layer actions now?
Of course Helga has layers. She is a deep, well-constructed sidekick.
Okay.
Mount? Steed?
Companion. Traveling companion. Thalia, anything you want to do? Ronan is you just watched like magical feedback just arc back into the hammer and into Ronan.
Oh, I have something I could try.
I'm a bit frozen at the second.
Okay. I will say, give me an intelligence check.
Okay. Surprisingly better than I thought. Intelligente.
You also have a D3.
And a D3.
Take a risk. 18.
But no, you just have it for every single thing for 10 minutes.
Oh.
It's a freebie.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Wonderful. So, watching that feedback, putting pieces together, she said Fae. She said Fae siblings, cousins. You are in the center of her power. You, watching Ronan sort of feel that feedback, you will need to beat a 20 on a Constitution saving throw to cast anything
But I rolled a 20.
You had a 20. You had a 24.
Yeah, the first
That's
time.
his first
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, you for your sense magic, for your bolstering magic.
Mhm.
Correct.
Yeah,
He
that
rolled a 20.
But if
For a
doesn't
total
it
of
meets
24.
it beats it? No,
24. You
no,
got
No.
like
I thought your
my
bolstering magic
total
didn't
the
work.
second time. No, my bolstering magic worked.
Did work.
But my earthquake for my Constitution saving
20.
throw, I rolled a 20. Like 10
Not 20,
plus
like a-
10 is
Oh,
20.
was it 20?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I apologize. So you will not take the damage. Oh boy.
Oh,
Retcon!
Oh god, how do I retcon this? How do I retcon an earthquake? Oh god.
You erase it
I
from
don't
your
know.
notes like I'm doing. See?
If it's not
Retcon.
in Rachel's notes, it doesn't
There
This
was no
says
earthquake.
Ronan now.
There
This
was
says
not in
Ronan
the
now.
Jedi
So-
Archives. It doesn't exist.
Oh god. Oh, I've truly fucked myself. Oh no, because we moved too far forward. Okay, we're moving on as if so. Yeah,
TC was 21.
yeah, DC at 21. Great, we're doing that. For the earthquake, you let it on a pillow. That up the DC by 1. You'll keep the charges. Keep the charges in the earthquake, so you still have those. And you can heal up that damage because I'm bad at math. I'm
Okay.
sorry. I'm sorry.
So
The
don't
earthquake.
hit a pillow.
Don't hit.
Is
Like
what
yeah,
you're saying.
don't hit the pillow.
aim for the flow.
How do I retcon? Oh god.
I don't know.
Put it back in the notes.
It made a nice little squeaky noise when you hit. Okay,
Should I try a dispel magic before we go?
up to you. I'll give you an action, buddy.
Seeing that he can see extra
I
planar
could.
things, would he know if that would do anything? Because I don't know if it does.
I don't
anything.
either. I don't. I think I might be locked out right now, but I might have
Okay.
to do something.
Maybe you should try knocking. Use the
If
knock
you
spell. It worked
want
really well
to-
for us last time.
If you want to abjure again,
No, I was gonna
Oh.
dispel magic.
you're gonna need to roll real high for that. But you are.
That was the
more than
worry.
welcome to. It
Because
depends
it
on
only
what
works
are
on
you
a third
trying-
level spell or lower, unless I roll really well.
I was gonna say, what are you trying to dispel? Do you just want to get in? Do you want to remove the entire enchantment? What? How big do you want to go?
If I try and go in, can I go in?
You could step into the tent, but it is that 10 by 15 normal tent.
That's all I see.
That's you're walking around. Everything looks perfectly real. Everything looks perfectly normal
I want to use a dispel magic to try and get in.
from inside the tent.
Yeah, like right in the door. Like I'm holding the door halfway open.
Okay. Okay. Because I don't know how hard this is gonna go.
I don't know.
Because there's roll.
I'm ready.
What's the save? Con or it's a charisma save?
10 plus the spell's level.
I like that. The house
As if it works.
polymorphed into Jello. That's why Earthquake didn't work.
The plants all shook a little bit, and she's like, "No, get out."
If it's third level or lower, it ends immediately.
it
If
is
fourth
not.
level or higher, it's 10 plus the
So,
spell's level.
You would need, in order to completely dispel this,
Mm-hmm.
you need to crit.
Oh,
This is not like this is a leveled spell. This is the hag's home. This is Baba Yaga's hut. This is not a thing that you can just walk up and be like, "No, it's gone."
yeah,
You
I'm just gonna
have
try and
to
get in.
crit. So depending on how
Can I do
high
that?
you get, how high you
Oh.
get will determine you getting in.
Got it. I'm gonna roll it.
Yeah, this is not fuck around and find out time.
16.
All right. Yeah, 16. What's your dispel magic look like in this case? Because you will get in, and with a 16, I will let you put yourself wherever you want to be.
I just kind of want to grab at the flap and just watch it tear itself open and do the little rip that was there before. and then just climb in.
You literally rip the door curtain off. And now there is a permanent gate between where this house is and the real world.
Oh, good, a gate.
Congratulations, you now have easy access in and out. And
We can run away.
As Ronan is starting to get angrier and angrier, you see, you hear this ripping sound that echoes in a weird way, and you feel yourself kind of stretch. All of you feel like the room you're in kind of warp as he pulls this doorway open, and now there is a gateway between the tent you are in and the Kendoan oasis outside. And Lami is standing there holding this carpet, holding this fabric in his hand. And Imshar goes, No. You do not destroy my creations.
Well, you should let nice people in your house, then.
You should have knocked like a polite person.
Knock, knock. You're supposed to say who's there.
Who's there?
Your undoing.
Did my rage go off?
Now the rage goes off. Please roll initiative, ladies and gentlemen, because that is the best line that I could have had for an entrance. Thank you, Josh. Inspiration for that, by the way. That was a fucking good opener.
Hey, thanks.
How close to you, Josh, Lami, do I have to be to get anything?
I gotta check because initiative's different. Initiative is 10 feet.
I'm not that close.
Nope.
Still didn't do too bad.
Okay. Let me roll. Oh, that's not great. I disliked that. Okay. Let's start off with. Actually, oh God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Wow, that was a garbage roll. Lami, are you rolling for Helga as well, or is she gonna go after you?
After me is just so much easier.
Okay. See, Callus, the problem is this die that you gave me is also rolling for Evelyn and Adam, and it's not rolling great for them either. Oh, there you go. Too bad that's not for her. Okay. 25 and up.
Ooh.
Oh,
fuck
not
you.
25 and up. No.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
20 and up. Okay.
Nice.
What do we got? 22 for Ronan. Valley, what'd you get?
20.
I rolled a 3 and a 19.
I rolled a 19.
Okay.
Oh, cute.
We're twins, kind of, sort of.
Kinda, sorta.
Losing ties. Great. That's important for me to know. Cool. 15 to 19. Okay.
Just Josh?
Just me
What'd you
at
get?
19.
19?
19?
Our 3 initiatives are in the initiative chat.
That's rad. Okay.
And I can edit Curtis for you.
Put in a layer action after you, Thalia. Because then it will be Evelyn. Shara. Adam. Okay. Cool. Let me just change up my tune, my metaphorical and literal tune here.
You've summoned Blue Eyes Toon Dragon.
Not Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy. That is
Initiative updated for you.
beautiful. Thank you very much. Ronan, you're up first, buddy.
Oh, fuck. All right.
Fuck.
So,
Thalia,
did
you're
my
on deck.
rage go off pre-initiative?
Yes,
Okay.
because you said, and I would like to rage, and that was where we jumped off to let Lami in the door. So yeah, you have your full turn.
Awesome. Well, that changes things. Let's be fair, it doesn't change things that much.
Teleport, rush in, Great Weapon Master, Reckless,
I
go.
mean, it's almost like you know my book.
It's
so
almost
I'm
like you've
going
done
to...
the same book for 3 seasons.
Yep. I'm going to run up to there. Do I get that far?
Yeah.
Okay.
I appreciate
my
the
goal is to get between her and Lami, breaking line of sight on Lami, and then I'm going to start an uppercut swing and just disappear in a puff of smoke and appear behind her and just uppercut her right in the back.
Okay.
Damn.
All right. I'll give fucking style points for that. I'm assuming Reckless, Great Weapon, all
Oh
the
yeah,
usual
all the
hoopla.
things.
Yeah.
Yep.
For those of you joining us for the first time, you're about to watch a Great Weapon Master Barbarian be really mad at the NPCs I make.
Yep. So not those. So I take a -5, which is plus 7. So 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay. And then second swing, I'll roll now, because why not? That one is cocked. 19 plus 7, 26.
Sure. Both will hit.
Okay.
Do I have any reactions? No. Cool.
Cool. So that'll be there's so many things on so many different tabs. So that's 5 plus 10 plus 10 is 25. And then
I hate that that's the first
8 plus 10 plus 10 is 28. So 28 and 25. And then on both of those hits, I'm also going to expend a charge of my Blood Fury tattoo
Okay.
to do an extra 4d6 necrotic damage
On each swing?
on each swing.
Rad. Roll me that 8d6, buddy.
8? What?
You said 4d6 on each hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hit twice.
Yeah.
That's 8d6.
So that's coming after me?
No, this is you rolling that 8d6
okay.
to hit.
Sorry,
on her.
you had me roll 8d6
I
earlier.
did.
So the 8d6
That's
again
fair.
just like
I apologize for the
triggered a
panic
nerve
symmetry.
in my brain. I'm just gonna use
I
this
hate
over
that.
here.
8d6? I hate it. Something bad's about
Against
to happen
me?
to me.
That is an extra 27 points of necrotic damage.
Beautiful. So yeah, you come in with that uppercut and just catch her, just like right behind, like right in the back, and lift her up off the ground. Then you basically pull the hammer back, reverse the grip, and slam her down onto the ground. She is unhappy. We'll get to your necrotic damage in a second. 53 was the total.
I don't. Was it that?
28 and 25 is often 53.
Yeah.
10 system.
Then plus 27 necrotic. I'm sorry, I thought you were talking about only the necrotic.
No, not the bludgeoning.
Yes. The whack damage.
So yeah, you wail into her, and on that first hit, you feel that dark energy just rip through your arm, and you feel that same tingling kind of feedback from a second ago, and you're like, oh no, you're gonna get taste your own medicine. Wham! And you drop the hammer, and you just feel that pulse down through your hammer, and it flows into her, and she looks up at you through one eye, and all that energy goes into her eye. Completely unfazed by the necrotic damage.
All right, so necrotic damage, no work. Then for a bonus action, I will use Giant's Might. So
Okay.
I become big. Unless I do not have the space to become big, which I currently don't, then it just gives me an extra 1d6 once per turn.
Okay. So yeah, you will start to grow and you get a little taller, but the tent kind of constrains around you with this little opening. There's not enough room for you to become fully large in this space.
All right. And that will end my go.
Great. So she's going to use a legendary action. She's going to throw herself
Down the stairs.
Into the fire.
They're on her stairs. She's going to go, ooh, all right. And she's going to just reach up with this hand, and she's going to try and punch you in the face.
Okay. She does technically have advantage.
Good. Amazing. My favorite. So that's crit.
Uh-oh.
Great.
Cutting words.
Okay, that's fine. Yes. What's that? A D4?
Oh no, it's a D10 now.
Yeah, roll a D10.
Pretty sure. Where'd it go? Yeah. D10. That's a D10. 3.
Okay. So that drops it down to a 17. So that will get you a 26 to hit.
That will still hit.
Great. Not a crit. Very important. Thalia, how do you distract her from clocking your best friend in the face?
I feel like it's just gonna be like a WWE match where the crowd's going, ooh!
Okay, all right.
Suddenly there's just like probably some like Presty where it's just like there's just extra voice.
Whoa, there's just crowd noise happening. Okay,
like a split second.
Okay, so yeah, with that 27, or sorry, 26. I need more D6s. 2, and I'll reroll 3. 6. Okay. So Ronan, you will take 13 bludgeoning, drop by half, so you'll take 6. And now I need to get 3 more d6s. Here, I'm just gonna get these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5 is more than 3. Putting that out there.
Generally? Yes, I need 66 for the sex part.
Oh.
Oh.
Take 21 necrotic damage as this unbelievably strong fist, much stronger than a woman her size should thwack you with, just clocks you in the chin. I need another Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh, good. She's strong.
Oh, yes.
That's a 15 plus 10, 25.
25. Excellent. Excellent. You feel something kind of start to, this burning, tingling sensation start to like grow in your chin, and you just kind of like, the magic is like just forces it away from where she punched you. Thalia, you're up.
After she punches me, I would like to use my reaction to hit her again.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, you're good. That's fair. That's a totally valid response.
She's just gonna clock me in the chin, and the hammer is gonna go back. And without looking, I'm just gonna use the momentum to come back and smack her again for a dirty 20.
Dirty 20 will hit.
So that is a 30 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Yeah, you bring it down and just crack her in the face, and you see her jaw is distended and unhinged.
I'm just gonna make eye contact with her, my jaw like a little black and blue already, and I'm just gonna say, "You left him alone."
He wasn't alone. Thalia, you're up.
Great, cool.
Lair action is next. Lama, you're on deck.
Yeah, so the loom is what, 60 feet? Am I measuring correctly?
That's the spinning wheel. The loom is the large blue thing next to it.
Okay, this is the loom.
Yep, that's the
either
loom.
way, 55 feet. All right, I will take my action and dash, movement and action to dash over to.
Okay.
Move myself. I guess kind of in between the two.
Okay.
So the loom's kind of line of sight.
Mhm.
Kind of line of sight from her, but also within it. And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Nothing with your bonus action.
I'm saving it for the big stuff if I need to. Or bonus action.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm saving my bonus action stuff for reaction.
In what?
Like
Okay.
a lot of my stuff is. Yeah.
Okay, got you. I was like, I thought you could only do one or the other. Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
I can do one or the other, but I'm not gonna use the
You're
bonus
saving
action.
bonus action. Rad. Okay, so now it's the lair action, and all of the carpets on the ground as she starts. All of the carpets start to kind of ripple and undulate on the floor, and the plants start to grow in these blighted, twisted, gnarled things. The entire tent becomes difficult terrain.
Oh.
Eldritch Blast.
Lami, you're up.
Fuck it. So I can get to here. Changed my plans. Okay, it's still within range. I'm gonna whip some Eldritch Blasts at this nice lady thing.
Okay.
Tree of them.
Three Eldritch Blasts. Roll those hits for me, buddy.
One's a natural 20. Very nice. We like that. We like that. One is an 18, and one's a 22.
Okay. All three of those will hit.
Hey, sweet. Not great rolls. That one's a 1. That is +4 on each one. Oh shit. It's
Oh no,
12.
Lami has to do combat math.
That's 12 more than
That's
whatever.
25 force damage.
Okay. As she's kind of cackling and hunched over, all three of those hits catch her solidly. The laughing doesn't stop.
Quit laughing already, woman.
It didn't look like it did as much as you wanted it to, because that's force damage, correct?
Yes, force damage.
Rad, excellent.
And that's all I got, because I'm not using my Misty Steps yet.
Okay.
Can you? Don't you like push people places?
Do I
With your
push people
Eldritch
places?
thing?
You got.
Oh,
you got
yeah, I do. I haven't used that in so long. I forgot about it.
I mean, I'm
The
behind her,
Eldritch
so
boy.
I don't know how that helps.
hug.
Wait, it's a pull,
Yeah.
It's not push.
isn't it?
Is it pull?
Up,
I don't
up,
know. What's it say?
It's your
I'm
character sheet, dude.
looking.
You've been playing Lummy for 3 years.
It sends them directly up.
On each hit, okay. I'm gonna move her 20 feet closer to me.
Wonderful. Okay.
No, make it 10, because then Ronan can get to her.
2. Rad. Okay.
I can move 40 feet, so you pulling her 20 feet is fine.
Nah, that's fine anyway. It gets you out of the hallway. 15.
Really making me work for every one of those feet.
Wait, 12 and a half.
No.
Put her between the lines. Put her between the lines.
No, because
that's
I have to
good.
do.
I'm done now. I forgot I could do that. I haven't done it in so long.
What's Helga doing, buddy?
Can she get in the tent? She's gonna try and get in the tent. I can't move Helga.
Trying to call her in. Oh, why can't we? Sorry.
I mean, it's not a big deal if she can't get in the front door. Can we establish that first?
Is Helga only large?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's just large.
She can.
Now I
slowly-
can move her.
Yeah, now you.
But the
now
front
y'all
door's
can move
magic,
her.
and I don't know if she's gonna be able to get in.
She'd be able to squeeze through. She wouldn't be able to fly in. She'd have to land and like crawl through. It'd be cozy.
Yeah.
But she could do it.
She's gonna try and do that.
Okay.
Adam's gonna do whatever Adam does because I don't know what. That's not up to me.
Adam's still holding on, so he's gonna ride with her. Real quick, what level is Fine Steed, buddy?
First or second?
Cool.
That's a terrifying question.
Can you roll actually? Perfectly valid question. Stand by. As Helga kind of lands, starts working her way through. As she starts to crawl, she kind of tucks her wings in and she's going, and Adam is holding on with one hand. She crawls in, and once she gets she gets about halfway through, "You're not welcome here." And Helga fades as she crosses the threshold. And Adam
you
just
bitch.
falls to the ground, holding the axe. You all see Adam is holding the last call in one hand, like a toy sword. And Helga disappears.
Fuck.
Next layer action. Or next legendary
Next one.
action. Next legendary action.
Legendary layer. What?
She's going to continuing to cackle. What does she have that's ranged? What could she hit y'all with? She's gonna look at. She's gonna look at Ronan, I think. And as she turns, this like mangled, marred face that looks more skeletal, like the skin is pulled taut. She looks at you and she goes, "You and I, you have so much life to give me. Wait right there." I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, my friend.
Wisdom?
Wisdom.
Not bad, but it's only +1. So 17?
17. You pass. You feel this weight like you feel like you're about to get locked in and paralyzed and tethered down to the ground from this single baleful eye looking out from this mangled face. But you're able to shake it off. You are immune to the dreadful glare for the next 24 hours.
Cool. I do have a quick question.
Yes.
So my Blood Fury tattoo, when I do necrotic damage, I heal for the amount of necrotic damage that I deal.
You dealt
Is
0.
that okay? So I dealt 0.
You dealt 0.
Okay,
She's
that
immune
was
to
my
necrotic.
question. Yeah,
will-
I didn't know if it
in
was like
plain
how much I
terms,
put out or if it was how much damage it actually did
Bupkis
to the thing.
Did
Okay.
none.
Yeah, I didn't know how that interaction worked.
Nope, that's a totally valid question. Thank you for asking. Evelyn is still being chewed on by a couch, so she's going to try and break out. Okay. Great. Evelyn, Thalia, from your position, you can kind of see Evelyn like working, and she pulls out. She's patting around. She pulls out a dagger and starts just like cutting through the couch, and you're seeing it from a distance. It looks like batting, but you're pretty sure nothing in here is what it seems, and you're seeing like this white billowy stuff come pouring out as she carves her way through. And I need to put Adam inside because he got partway through before Evelyn did, before she disappeared. Evelyn, kind of standing there in the middle of all these writhing, whirling carpets, looks to you, Thalia, and goes, "What's the plan? Is it murder?"
I don't know.
Shit.
Survive.
Fuck. Is that run? Or don't die? Those are two different things.
Chaos?
Shit. Okay. She takes the dagger, flips it over, just like, and just chucks it at the hag. Double 19s. Look at that. Look at the countless die. This dagger tumbles end over end over end over end over end. Thunk, right in the back of the head. And she just got like, Umshara just goes, "Ooh." Cracks her neck, and the entire knife just falls out of her head. Unbloodied. No damage. She goes, fuck, and grabs another one and throws it again. That'll hit. Again, this one sinks back of the shoulder, and she just kind of rolls the shoulder and cracks and distends it, and the blade just tumbles to the floor and gets lost in the carpets. And now it's Umshara's turn.
Oh no!
She is not looking great, I will say.
Oh. Oh!
She's not doing well because she got womboed. She goes, oh, I know that anger. Little Evie, I didn't put those together, but you're home. Wonderful. And she snaps her fingers. And Thalia, the loom in front of you, starts to move. The threads kind of twinging a little, like tendons and muscles flexing that haven't been moved in a very long time. As she awakens her loom. One moment, please. Let me bring the... No? Are you going to be a problem? You're going to be a problem for me, aren't you, today? No, you're really just being a nuisance. This is fine. Because I'm all around the layer. Boop. We're gonna put that there. As the loom wakes up and starts to flex a little in its position, and you hear this plink, plink as it's starting to move and awaken. She goes, "Now, where was I? Right." She points a finger at you, Ronan. He goes,
Picking on you all day.
"I'll deal with you. Well, now seems fairly pertinent, and I want this to hurt. I need a Constitution saving throw from you, buddy."
You better pass it.
Sorry, I should have said at disadvantage.
Rude.
Ronan,
The
Dex
audacity of this bitch.
will suffer. You're muted, buddy.
That is a natural 20 and a 12 plus
Oh.
10. So 22.
Oh. That was a whole roller coaster.
That was indeed. As she calls your name. You have your dice roller open, buddy?
Yep.
Can you roll 16d6 for me?
16?
That's a lot more than
That is
8.
16 damage. No, it's 59.
Okay, cut that in half and make it necrotic. As she hits you
30 or 29?
29.
29, we're rounding down. However, actually, you pass the saving throw, so you're fine. But yes,
That's good.
You take 29 necrotic as pain arcs through every single piece of you.
Can I also use Stone's Endurance?
You already used your reaction this turn. Does Stone's Endurance take a reaction?
I think it might. Actually, I can't even find Stone's Endurance. It's gone. Stone's Endurance as a reaction.
Yep.
And she punched me in the face
And you
after I
reacted.
hit her. Yeah.
Yep.
So no.
So yeah, you are just racked with pain. And she will start to move, unbothered by this terrain, because it's her house after all, and she knows where the literal and metaphorical bodies are buried.
She's got home turf advantage.
What's her movement? Oh, it's not that much, but that's okay.
60 feet.
Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 20 feet. In this, like, crone state. She's starting to slip more and more and more. However, as a bonus action, she kind of flicks her hand. And I need people to make a save roll.
I'm people.
30
Am I
feet.
people?
Great, great, great. Yes. Yes. Lovely. I need dexterity saving throws from everybody.
Can I see it or hear it?
You'll see it. You'll see it
Beautiful.
coming.
Am I within 10 feet of Lami?
No.
Oh.
Is it 10 feet?
It is 10 feet.
Well, isn't
Outside.
one super big and one isn't super big?
One was super big until we changed something. It hasn't been super big in a long time.
Is that a disadvantage because she knows my name?
She's not casting directly against you.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
So this is
13.
14?
13.
13. Okay.
You have. Oh, it's not a saving throw. Never mind. I was gonna say you have a D3, but you don't.
It is.
Wait, it is a saving throw.
But I don't. I think it's only for checks.
What?
My thing.
D3.
Creature, whenever making an attack roll or ability check,
Okay. So no saving.
Mm-mm.
you get a D3. I rolled a 10 and a 14 plus 4, so 18.
18. What do you got, Josh?
Dirty 20.
So the two
The
of you
filthiest.
see all of you, and actually I need to roll for Adam as well. Oh, he's not making that. He's 12. He, as you are all sitting there, the loom kind of hums to life a little, and threads start to unspool from it. And they lash out and grab all of you except Lami. But they don't sink, they don't wrap around your arms, they don't wrap around your legs. They sink in through your skin, and you feel them touch the core of your being. And you feel each other on these tethers. Thalia, what are you feeling right now? What does Ronan feel you feeling?
Panic, anger, confusion. Yeah.
Ronan, What is Thalia feeling?
Remorse and sadness.
Oh, buddy.
The other thing you feel dialed into this is the two of you are in this moment feeling each other's thoughts and feeling this connection with each other. And you feel Adam join the tether. And if you are two candles in a dark room, he is sunlight streaming through an open window. He is deep and wide and filled with rage. The tethers do not restrain. They are just tying you all together. In this moment.
So my 18 did not pass.
Did not pass.
Okay.
Now, it is Adam's turn. And you feel, those of you looking around, you feel this like endless, boundless anger, frustration. And you all watch as Umshara is walking her way over to where Evelyn is standing on the coffee table away from all of the rugs. And Adam goes, "Oh no, you don't, you God's forsaken bitch!" He takes the axe and just carves off those threads. And you watch as the axe bites through, there's sparks of lightning. And on the loom, the alternating black and white thread turns. And instead of white and black is now a deep and brilliant blue. I have died too many times to be afraid of whatever the fuck you're gonna do to me. And he is going...
What an angry teenager.
Smells like Teen Spirit.
Yeah, it does. Teen Spirit is what the axe wants to be called. This boy, this tiny wee lad, might be on the wrong layer. Why can't I grab people today? Oh, because I have the wrong tool. Everything's fine. He's going to leap. He's just going to leap into the air. And as he does, he comes up towards the ceiling, and all of you see wings pop out behind him. And it's less of a flight and more of a diving, flying tackle over to Umshara. And he's gonna swing recklessly.
Oh, that's a neat trick.
With the last call. Takes the axe. Head clean off.
Well, that was abrupt.
And that's where we'll take a break. Because it is 8:30. It is 8:30. We'll take a break. We'll be back. Because as the head falls, there's a giggle.
Oh, fuck, a duck.
Ooh, there you are. But we'll be back in
Here
10,
I am.
15? How much time do you guys need?
Just 10 is fine for me, please.
10? Great. Ladies and germs, we'll take a brief 10. And we'll return in just a second. Don't go too far away. Bye.
Fuck.
I mean, there are helmed horrors here?
There are no helmed horrors here.
Because that's what I was using this for.
Correct. No, there are no helmed horrors. There are much worse things afoot. Hello, and welcome back to the Ashe and Shade Committee. Sorry that took a little brief second. I just wanted to make sure that my players were okay, comfortable, and for this next part, which might get a little unpleasant. So
I got my slippers on. Let's party.
we chatted a little bit about safety and all that jazz, so it's gonna be great. It's gonna be fine. Also, I am sad that I wasn't recording when I sent you guys this audio track so you could listen to it, because the reactions were, GM's chef kiss. But
You're welcome for traumatizing my
it's so
players,
good.
and then-
It's such
yeah.
a good piece. Anyway,
Chris, it's traumatized all of us at this point.
oh, including me.
Yeah.
That's why I keep using it. I'm like, it hits my troll buttons. I'm hitting all of yours. Now, Adam is standing, panting, breathing hard. The rugs undulate and wriggle a little less as Umshara's head hits the ground, and that cackle echoes through the room. Lami, you hear. Well, he's using it. And he looks quite civilized.
I suppose if that's what you call civilized.
That's less the point, child. You will not listen. And I believe I've found someone who requires less percussive motivation.
See, that's kind of creepy. That sounds like a weird zombie thing.
I brought you back because I believed in you, and you have broken my faith.
I mean, I'm trying to do things. Just not particularly fond of axes.
Right. I should thank you for this side quest. I may have found a champion that's actually worthy.
Don't hold your breath yet. Right now he dies every day, so, there's that.
Watch the loom.
What's a loom?
And the large sewing machine in the corner that's holding your friends together with... Oh.
The freaky circle. You should have just said that.
No. Those threads are not just thread. That is destiny.
I don't understand, honestly. You think those little tiny threads are destiny?
You will understand, or you will die in the attempt.
Oh. We've mostly always gotten along. Eventually.
What's the phrase? Once bitten, twice shy. And you feel that blue pulse of magic that's been riding with you since you woke up in the woods that day start to pull away slowly. What do you do, buddy? You can ask questions, and I will answer them as honestly as I can.
So what's going away here?
Almost everything I've given you.
What does that mean?
I'll leave you alive.
Well, that's nice. I mean, you've given me some neat things, but meh overall.
I'll be sure to tell your mother that she advocated for you and wasted her efforts.
What did my mother do? I haven't seen her in a very long time.
I know.
Is she dead? I thought she was dead. Are we going to have to go through all this trauma again?
No. If you survive, find the skull and we'll talk. And
Find this. Oh.
all the magic, all the power that you have felt coursing through you is gone.
What does that mean?
You are now a level 13 fighter.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
One moment, let me send you your new character sheet.
Oh, at least you made one. Now I can keep
Is he
going.
at least like a battle master fighter or
Nope. He is a champion.
Hey, you crit on 19s. That's nice. You have action surge. I've been kicking that around for 13 levels.
He gets more attacks than you, Ronan.
Yeah, he does. He gets what, 4?
He gets 3 at level 13.
Am I not shiny anymore?
Oh god, you're saving throws.
You are now.
Oh,
What was your original color?
I was brass.
You are brass again.
Oh. I get to wear my cool desert
gift
attire that I
she
picked out like
gave
3
you.
months ago, finally.
Every gift she gave you is gone.
Do you even have a sword?
It's broken, yeah.
Let me make sure I picked your class correctly because I honestly had a hard time remembering. Right? Did I put you as brass? I did. Great. Now, I can't.
It's okay. We'll go over all that later. I just need something to roll along with for the day.
Give me a bit. Stand by. Let me make sure this is public and I can share it with you. I hope the chat is freaking out about this right now. Xylus, I'm sorry.
Only a little bit.
Xylus, I'm sorry. The art's gonna have to change. That's fine.
That's okay. She hopefully still has the original PNG save somewhere.
If this was around a table, I absolutely would have been like, "Give me your character sheet," and just ripped it, and it would have been so good.
Oh, but the memories.
Oh yeah, now there's twice as many because they're 2 pieces. You have your armor, you have your items, your ring.
God,
that
you
you
left it in shiny mode.
No, I didn't. That's on you. The hell with you.
Wait, no, you said
Oh, no, I
character
did. The
sheets in
character
dark
sheet
mode.
But yes. So yeah, you actually, your AC went up by 1. I don't know how that happened, and your hit points went up by 3.
Nice.
Oh no, because I gave you check your feats. I gave you slasher. Because you're a critty boy. You crit hard.
Can you make it dark?
Probably. Hold on. sorry everyone. Accessibility options here. Manage.
My baby blue eyes. They can't handle this amount of white color on a screen.
All right, it's on dark.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
You're safe.
I'm good
now,
enough
buddy.
to party. I'll figure out the rest.
So, yeah, your armor is the same. Your ring is the same, but you have no connection to her. And you watch as Adam's standing there breathing hard. And he starts to grow a little. It's too early in the day for him to be the size of an adult, but he grows to the prime of his life when you saw him running the bar in the middle of the day. He grows and standing there. It's too early. Oh, but it feels so good to be me again. He and Evelyn is like, what happened? He goes, the axe was talking to me and said it could get me out, and I think it's broken. I think the curse is lifted, or it's stopping it somehow. But I'm not a kid anymore. I can do things. Thalia.
I don't think you want to be doing that.
What do you mean?
Your funeral.
Please.
Have fun going to that cave. We're not going anymore. Oh, right. You have to go to a cave now. Good luck.
Cave.
Yeah, the axe wants you to go there. It'll tell you. Anywhere between now and like a couple hours.
All right. Well, she's dead. So.
Did you hear the laugh though? Because I don't think.
Are we in combat still? Are we like in initiative
that's the
order?
end of like the initiative order. This is a moment to breathe. As the cackles fading.
Break my tether.
Roll me a strength check, buddy.
Am I still raging?
Sure. I'll give that to you.
Don't fucking know what that is. A strength check?
Yes.
Do I get +3s if I'm raging or only on the damage? Where's my rage thingy? I just have advantage. So 17.
You can't break it. As you start to tug on it, you grab it. And you get a glimpse of a woman sitting on a porch looking out at an ocean, rocking back and forth in this rocking chair, stark white hair running down to about her shoulders, humming a little tune to herself, sketching in a notebook. Peaceful, happily retired Thalia. And next to her is an older gentleman. Similar hair color, similar aged build. Happily sitting next to her reading a book. A dog curled up at their feet, watching the sunset. And as you go to pull and tug, you watch as hands, large calloused hands, start to creep in from the outside, and the house just kind of crumbles around them, the two people never reacting to what's happening. And as you start tugging and squeeze tighter on this thread to break free, this vision of the future is crushed between your hands. Thalia, you feel you're watching Ronan struggle with this. You don't feel anything. Thalia, what would you like to do? Anything?
Yeah. I'm going. So was animate object cast on the loom?
No.
Is it a creature?
Kind of. It is a advanced. Roll me an Arcana check with advantage.
The Loom 2, Electric Boogaloo.
That's a nat 20.
Beautiful.
Plus Arcana. 31, please.
31. Fantastic.
Oh, and you get a D3. And you get a D3.
Yes.
33.
Beautiful. Excellent. Half evil. We're here for it. This loom is entirely evil. This loom is an extension of her. It is a combination of you remember looking at it and seeing these threads. You remember Patrick's scythe. You remember the spiritual weapon, but this is so much more than that. This is an extension of Umshara. This is as much her as she is. As much of her as that decapitated body laying
Cool. I'm going to drop my thumb, and I'm going to do the thing that all percussionists love to do once they figure out how to do a thumb roll. I'm going to, on the framework, try to do a thumb roll, which makes like this annoying one sound, and as my thumb rips up, I cast Immolate.
Cool. What level spells Immolate?
Immolation is a 5th.
5th level spell. I need a Constitution saving throw, my friend.
Okay. That's not enough. 17.
17.
It's not enough.
So as you like start to drag your thumb, you feel the loom. You're dragging your thumb across this perfectly smooth wood, but it starts to scrape against your skin, and you leave a smear of blood on it. And the blood catches, but the loom does not. You roll 5d6 for me, my friend.
Um, 22.
22. You will take 22 necrotic damage from the backlash.
I am resistant to necrotic.
Then you will take 11. As you scrape your thumb across, the blood burns as it touches this thing. And you feel that aching, just bone-deep sensation of pain rocket up your arm. The laughter, which never really went away. You're learning. Now that we're all here and honest with each other, I assume these two want to be released from their perfectly valid bargain that they struck with me, and the three of you are here to enforce it.
No, I'm here to kill you for killing a boy's family.
They're not
And I cast Shatter on the loom.
dead, you imbecile. Crack. It has to make a save.
Centered on a point, on a failed save. Yes, a Constitution saving
What's
throw.
the radius?
10-foot radius.
Okay, so yeah, you can park that dead center on the loom and whack it. What's the DC? What's the save?
17, I believe.
Okay. Roll me a con save, please, buddy.
29.
Great. So you will pass. You'll feel that seems push through it, and as this crack rings out, the strings on the loom ripple a little. Is it half damage on a failed save?
Yes.
Okay. Roll damage for me.
Only 16.
Okay.
So
what level did
8
you cast
thunder
that at?
damage. Up
okay.
to...
That was great. Okay. The boy's family isn't dead, you imbecile. Their threads were not yet done, and so I'm keeping them and continuing their path.
What the hell does the Freaky Circle do?
Which one? I've many. You'll have to be
The
more
one-
specific.
That one.
Which one?
The one that
was
Ronan
found
did.
where his whole family was found of bones and dust.
Oh. Well, not the whole family. They invited me in and offered me a fence after they had granted me with food and drink, and I took what was rightfully mine in return.
They gave you something, so you took something?
They offended me, much as you have. They threatened and tried to steal from me. Tried to take threads that were not theirs to touch. These are not just pretty things. Lives hang on these. Kingdoms. History hangs on these threads.
Where's this voice coming from?
Roll me perception. If anyone else would like to roll perception as well.
22.
I can't read.
16.
18.
You're not entirely sure. It's sort of sourceless.
I'm gonna walk towards Lami and also down a greater healing potion.
No, I wouldn't recommend that. Don't drink that.
Why?
It'll only hurt.
Lami, what flavor of sword do you want?
Well, I quite like mine actually, but
Does it work?
it's
Because you're looking an awful lot different these days.
yeah, I feel pretty weird.
Reach into
Kinda
the bag of
dizzy.
holding, and I pull out a +1 longsword.
Okay. Add that.
Toss it to him.
That'll work, I suppose.
I'm gonna pull out 4 alchemist fires.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
If you burn this down, you will kill his family.
Well, his family's not with them, so what's the use of them?
You came here seeking revenge, and I tell you the boy's family is alive, and you burn them yourself?
Better than being with you.
Oh, how noble.
I throw one on the loom.
Okay.
It does seem like a pretty quick solution.
Roll. What's the damage?
1d4 fire damage forever,
Okay. Roll a
I
d4.
think. Start of each of its turns. Two.
2. Great.
Unless they roll a DC 10 dexterity saving throw to extinguish the flames.
Wonderful. Take the... Smash it. It starts to spread across the threads. And from the back room you hear screams of agony as the threads, the bobbins begin to burn, and the flames start to race along the threads, tying you and Thalia to the loom. I need each of you to take 2 fire damage. Oh, now we're learning. We are... Oh, so disruptive. My sister would have loved you. So many threads cut short.
Too bad she's dead.
Oh, no. Well, not my true sister, my aunt. My dear old auntie.
Who's your...
She does like us, actually.
You've met the Unmaker?
If she goes by Auntie, yes.
No.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Auntie, because we have met an Auntie and she likes us.
She's paltry. She is fallen. She is fallen from whence she was. No. Tell me, friends. Run and roll a d4 for me. As the loom continues to burn.
2.
2 damage to both of you tied to it.
To roll your own damage. How sweet.
I walk to the doors down the hallway.
Oh, the door's down the hallway. I want to go with him.
About the fates. No? Nothing?
I mean, do I know?
Roll me religion.
$11.
You get a D3.
That's true. It's been less than
13.
13, perfect. So the fates go by many different names in various different mythologies, different deities and things like that. The mother, the maiden, the crone. It is a tri-faced god that determines. Some say they determine life. Some say they can even control how long the gods will live. There are 3 of them. There's the Weaver, who begins the thread of every life. There's the Unraveler, who determines the length. Actually, did I screw that up? Am I talking out my ass again?
Now there are 3 of them.
The Spooler. I apologize. The Spooler who determines the length of a life. And the Unraveler who snips the tail and ends it. And the fact that this hag called the Unraveler Atropos Auntie is a very bad thing. Ronan, you and Lami walk down the hall, and you see a pair of doors, one on each side of the hallway. Which one would you like to open?
One on the right.
Okay. The door that you watched her walk through multiple times. Always when one of the spools began to spin, and his screams are getting louder now. You
Thalia, would you mind?
Mind what?
You can put out the fire with a little pat.
I put out the fire.
Okay.
Which is a what?
DC 10 dexterity saving throw.
I rolled a 9. Wait, nope, saving throw. I don't get to add it.
Wait,
I rolled a
let me double
9.
check.
I'll give
DC
you
10 dexterity check.
Dexterity check is lower.
So you get a D3.
That's.
Roll it again. Given enough time, you'll be able to put it out. But
that's a 16 on the die. So.
Okay, so Ronan, roll me one more d4 as you feel this burn through you.
3.
3 damage to the 2 of you. And the screaming starts to peter out as the flames die out. And Ronan, as you open this door, you find 6 individuals on beds. all coming to a wheel at the foot of the bed. Different colors and hues of thread coming together and being spun together and forming these bobbins of life.
I go to the other door and open it.
What'd you see, Ronan?
People having their life stolen.
No.
Oh boy.
Do you have a shield, Lami?
Yep.
Very good. I'm also going to reach into my bag and pull out a bean.
Uh-oh. What are you doing with that?
Depends on what's behind this door.
What do you think is behind this door?
I don't know, but we're going to find out, aren't we?
Eyes with a shield and a bean, buddy.
Pretty sure that's a children's book somewhere. Now. That is my private space.
Kick in the door.
Okay.
We've gotten this far in your private space. Oh, it got bigger. You pulled an opposite of Chris.
It got bigger and darker. Hold on. Hold, please.
Chris likes to reveal one tile at a time to us.
I do.
You kick down the door and you find what looks like, unlike the rest of this place that is still comfortable and still a little, it's cozy if a little malicious. This room feels death. Feels like death. Feels like death has a home here. This is a kitchen, a workshop, a embalming station. This is where Umashara does her work when it is over. When her auntie comes and snips that thread.
What looks like the most important thing in that room?
Roll me perception or investigation, please. Lami,
I want to go in the room.
You want to go in?
I'm going in the room.
Okay.
I'll go with him, I suppose.
Yeah.
And I want to look for important things too.
I'm gonna tell him as he disappears, don't do anything rash.
You know me
Don't do
too
anything.
well.
Don't do anything rash. You know me too well. I feel like that's when he kicks in the door. You know me so well.
Perception. What was the other one? Investigation? That's a
Perception or
+0.
investigation.
So, perception is a 21.
You are looking for valuables.
Not valuable.
Important.
The most important thing.
I'm just gonna scan. Lami's gonna try and use his divine sense, and just go, oh shit, and just like intently scan the room, like making hand binoculars. And I got a 19.
Okay. As you are digging and sifting through the room, you're not finding much. You're finding bottles. You're finding empty bottles. You find a small bottle that looks like it has some kind of wind in it.
A bag of wind.
So it's like a swirling little vortex of wind.
Pick it up.
There's a faint label on the bottle.
What's it say?
Do you read Sylvan?
No.
Well, ain't that a bitch? You can't read it.
Put it in the bag of holding.
Do I find any goodies?
19. You're looking around for just the room, and it feels like a mortuary. It feels like this is where the dead are given their final rites and interred. And left to be buried in the sand. There's a small, cook fire in the middle of the room with a stand for a cauldron of something to be put over it, but there is no cauldron and there is no stand.
Well, if you're not going to come back out, alchemist fire.
Oh,
What are you throwing?
I was
at?
going to put out the fire. That was funny.
Far end of the room, whatever that table is.
The other embalming table.
Mm.
As you throw, a thread loops down from the ceiling of the tent, catches the neck of the bottle, kind of flings it back at you.
Can I catch it?
You can certainly try.
How would you like me to catch it?
Dex check, please.
Oh, not bad. Plus a 3, which is a 1. Plus dexterity, 22.
22. You're able to catch it on the rebound, but you notice that the rugs on the ground are starting to unspool into piles and piles of thread.
Throw it out the pile of thread.
Okay. Same catch. This time it does not throw it back. The alchemist fire bottle just disappears into the thread. And you hear, "Now, you have overstayed your welcome."
Fulcrum
you
smash the table.
Oh,
Recklessly.
Okay.
you caught a monologue. What was the rest of the monologue, though? I'm honestly curious.
Natural 20.
Beautiful. Tell me how you annihilate this table, buddy.
As this voice is omnipresent, I just take the hammer one hand and just swing it backwards and just splits the table in two.
Okay. Give me a strength check to pull your axe free as the threads on the floor and the table, as you smash it, starts to fall into threads, wrapping around the head of your hammer.
20.
20.
Rodham, this isn't good.
That's a 1 on the callus die, so you're safe for now.
Thanks, Callus.
Pull the hammer back.
Hearing the crowd. What did I say about Rash?
She's pissing me off.
Since he won't listen to me, tell him if he smashes another object, I will steal the breath from his lungs and never return it to him.
Did you hear that?
I don't know. Did I hear
Did
that?
we hear that?
You did.
All right, so no smashing things. That's bad.
I use a second wind.
I want to try and put this fire. I don't know why it's bothering me, and I don't know what to do anymore because I can't do anything.
You can, if you want to
Go for it.
extinguish the fire, you can.
Yeah, I just want to stomp it. I'm still fire resistant, you bastard.
Start kicking out the fire.
Oh, it's 1d10, not a d12.
Back in the
that
main
seems
room.
like a lot.
Thalia, looking around, you see the head of Umshara has rolled and is looking at you. And you see threads starting to reach out and connect back to the body. And the rugs in the room starting to disassemble into their threads and pulling together. Firo, you are the only thing keeping them alive right now because you have my Threadripper. You are the first to have disassembled me, and for that, I give not praise, acknowledgement of what you've done here. The voice starts to shift back to Umshara's more nasally voice as the bodies begin to stick together. Take your buffoons and leave. And return in 3 months with my Threadripper. My darling, darling joy. Or these threads that bond you together will be what I use to tear you apart. Thalia, you are given a vision. An empty, dark cave. No light, no sound, except the drip of water and a faint red fungus on the walls. You hear thud, 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 the sound of something rushing down this hallway, and you look up and you see big, beard, harried eyes, Ronan. But not the goofy, fun-loving Ronan you know. This is a Ronan who has been trapped and isolated for so long that he is almost feral, running through these caves, and you see it in his eyes. He is lost. He has been lost for so long that he doesn't know what he's trying to find anymore. And he looks grumbling to himself. And the tattoos on his shoulder start to morph, and you see a face there. And he down a tunnel, down the side. I will send him to places where you cannot find him. And he will not die, for he does not fear death. He will be alone and lost, and there is nothing any of you will be able to do to find him. The dragon is claimed by another, but I will negotiate with her.
Yup, claimed as can be. That's me.
We've argued before, we will argue again. Do you accept these terms?
Is she only talking to Thalia?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I'm gonna look to Adam and Evelyn.
Where's her head?
Her head is, at this point, has gotten next to where her body is.
I stomp it.
Okay.
Rude.
Gears of War curb stomp.
Ronan, I don't think that's going to help anything.
Give me an attack roll. Give me an unarmed strike.
Reckless.
Sure. It'll only make what comes next worse.
19.
19. Sure.
Well, plus whatever.
Plus a bunch.
Yeah.
Breakdown.
Whatever unarmed is.
Catches, and it hits. Sticks. I warned you. Your last breath is mine.
You said if I break another thing, not you.
As you start to speak, the breath is pulled out of you and swirls around in this nice little vortex in front of you, very similar to what you found in that bottle before. And then it spirals away towards the loom and wraps itself around on a bobbin in a nice beautiful silver. That's better.
I reach out and touch the bobbin. Gently.
Okay. It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. What do you?
There is a hesitation before I touch it.
It feels like Ronan snores in the tent at night. It is the breath before a laugh. It is the snores at night. It is the hitched breath before a sob. It is Ronan's breathing. Ronan, I need a Constitution saving throw, buddy, as you begin to choke.
$17.
Okay. You don't take damage yet, but you cannot breathe.
I hand the bean to Lami. Actually, no, I have a water thing. I shove the bean in my water jug. My canteen.
What is that?
I shake it up.
No.
Shake it.
Little late for no-nos.
What was the last part, Ronan? I'm sorry.
And I put my little stopper in it. I'm gonna start counting to 60.
Does it take a full minute?
I think so. That's what I was told once before.
I don't remember. I never had a bean.
It also
I've
has to
never
be
read
buried
them.
and watered.
Oh. Buried?
Yeah.
There's
Is there
some
any
plants
dirt
around.
in
Throw
all
it in
the
a pot.
plants?
There's plenty of plants around you, but they are all evil, and also you cannot breathe. You
But
aren't
is the
holding
dirt
your breath. You
evil?
have no breath to hold.
Mm-hmm.
Now it seems I have an additional bargaining chip.
Toss the bag to Lami.
What am I supposed to do with this?
Ronan,
No,
Constitution saving
no.
throw.
No.
No, what?
Don't do anything.
28.
I'm gonna grab the threads. Like whatever threads are closest to me.
Putting your one hand still on Ronan's breathing, you reach out to another one. What color? What color is the bob in your hand, Les? Goes and lands on.
I don't know. I'll roll a number and you tell me.
Pick one. Yeah. Pick
3.
Pick your favorite color. Lands on a green one. This variegated, beautiful verdant green, and you feel hope. You feel this belief that you can do. It's that feeling first thing in the morning when you wake up and you can do anything. It is the belief. It is willpower. It is hope.
I was more meaning like threads that were connected to her.
Oh, to her. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those. Sorry. They're bobbins and things.
Yeah.
Sort of grabbing those threads. You are feeling great. Cool. Give me a wisdom saving throw, please. At advantage because you have met something very similar to her before.
Oh, Lord, this is not gonna go well. 7. I rolled a 5 and a 6.
Wow. Ronan, what's your Constitution modifier, by the way?
4.
Great. As you toss the bag to Lami, your vision is starting to black out.
I toss him the bag of holding, and I pull out Fulcrum.
Oh.
Hold, please.
I look over
Hold, please.
at Thalia.
Hold, please. Hold, please. This was... I needed to know that for this piece of information. Thalia, as you reach out and are grabbing these threads that are connecting you and the loom and Ushara, you feel so much larger. You feel that same feeling you felt when you talked with Chaos, that understanding of how small and paltry you are, and how this being, this entity has outlived so many things. Maybe she might be older than your mother. The fates certainly are, and you feel this connection with everything and see the world through all of these threads. And Ronan, you start to see these threads connecting everything together too, because you're tied to the same thing. You are watching the weave of reality around you. And as everything starts to turn to threads, you see one solid object, and it is her. She looks at you, intact, this ancient, haggard face with one empty eye socket and one gleaming, glistening, gleeful eye. She goes, "What do you say, child of the light? Do we have a deal?"
Just to clarify, are Adam and Evelyn included in this? You made no mention of them.
We have an outstanding agreement. If they stick to the letter of that agreement, they will be unharmed. If you would like them released, then that will be an additional trade.
Um. Copies of some of my memories, my experiences, my connections.
In exchange for
Releasing them.
those two, interesting.
In addition to the dagger.
The Threadripper. Speak its name and give it the power it deserves, child. You know the power of a name as well as anyone. Say it.
In addition to the Threadripper.
I get to choose the memories. You will have one veto option.
Copies. I retain my memories.
One duplicate, one original. I do not want to be left with second-hand material. Quickly now, I feel like Ronan's
One
about to do
duplicate
something
and one
rad.
original in exchange for releasing Adam and Evelyn from their curse. Is whatever bargain you have with them. The Threadripper, within 3 months, in exchange for
This
our
transgression.
departure. Wami, myself, Ronan.
With the understanding that if Ronan 3 months pass, and the dagger is not returned. I will find you, and him, and all of you, and scatter you to the edges of the map. And leave.
Can I hear that?
This is, time has sort of slowed down in this moment. This is communicating as Thalia has grabbed onto these threads that are bonding
Gotcha.
her and Umshara.
Sorry, the all of you really thought you had me there.
But no, the scattered all of you, every one of your friends, to the edges of the worlds, to be alone and not where they should be when time, well, when the threads come and knot together. The other 6 are coming. 5 are coming. And I'm very excited to see how it plays out this time. She reaches out to shake your hand. It's a deal. Takes the hand, and you watch as the eye pops out of the socket, rolls down her arm, and when it reaches your hand, it stops, looks up at you, and melts into your hand, leaving an eye, like an iris eye tattoo across the back of your hand. And the now eyeless Umshara goes, done. Snaps her fingers, and Ronan, that bobbin, that spiral breath flies back into you. And you can breathe again. As time reasserts. Umshara stands intact, whole again, a little more aged than she was, and you still see wispy threads and pieces of her hair, skin, clothing kind of peeling away and resettling themselves like she's caught in a breeze. Would anyone care for some tea? I can brew something up in the back if you would like.
I think we'll take our leave. We've troubled you long enough.
You're too kind. Thank you for visiting an old woman in her solitude. I don't often get visitors as interesting as you all.
So we have a problem.
Hmm.
Because as my vision was fading and I pulled out Fulcrum, I was going to cast Earthquake. And all of that happened in a weird time-stoppy mental moment that I was not a part of. So I feel like I would continue to think that I am dying and cast Earthquake.
As you have the hammer up, you're about to bring it down when your breath comes back, and it catches you in the chest like an electric shock. It is not just you couldn't breathe. It is every breath from now until your death has just been pumped back into you. If you would like to Earthquake, you may certainly try. Let me rephrase. If you'd like to Earthquake, you can.
That's what he was doing, and this is like a just happens thing.
He did say he was gonna do it.
Yeah, I will 100% let that ride. If you would
I guess I swing the hammer down.
Up to you. Okay. Roll me. Earthquake's 8th level. Roll me a Constitution saving throw, buddy.
29, 19.
Perfect. So you're able to drop the hammer and trigger the earthquake. What's the radius on it?
500 feet?
Okay.
200 feet? I don't remember. 100-foot radius circle, so 200 feet from side to side.
Okay. Go to bring down the hammer and follow through. Kind of catching your breath, following up. Umshara. As Thalia's says, we should take our leave. Umshara. Most interesting companions. We're going to bring down that hammer and you earthquake. What is the damage for that first initial hit?
A million.
Grounded area becomes difficult terrain. Make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, the creature's concentration is broken. When you cast the spell at the end of each of your turn, I spend concentrating on it. Each creature on the ground must succeed a dexterity saving throw or be knocked prone.
Okay.
Fissures open up. Structures take 50 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. So that's the number I was looking for. I will need everybody to make a dex save as well.
18, which passes the 15.
Go ahead. Rachel, what'd you get?
13.
Lummy, what'd you get?
6.
Is Umshara concentrating on a spell at the moment?
No.
No? Okay.
As you just first breath you have back in your body is filled with anger as you drop the hammer and you watch as the whole tent begins to shake and Umshara kind of sways with it, everyone else kind of catching her balance, and she stands there and puts her hands behind her back and begins to float. The ground is shaking, but you don't see any fissures opening up. She goes, 3 months. I don't think I have to say please. Ronan Dex. I will remember you. And she snaps her fingers.
How far from me was she when she said my name?
40 feet. What were you looking to do?
I was gonna say if she starts floating away from me, I probably would have swung at her.
She's like floating straight up.
Away from me though.
Yes, away. Do you,
I don't know what hitting her would do, but I feel like I would do it.
if you'd like to.
It's what a dying boy would do.
You're not dying anymore, buddy. You got your life.
But I didn't know that.
Okay. Yeah, if you want to take a swing at disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Correct. Because she is no longer this kind of sweet old lady. She is throwing off the aura of something on par with Auntie in her true form. And she sees time differently than all of you. So if you'd like, go ahead and make your punch.
Okay. Reckless, so it's a straight roll. I rolled a 19. Plus, do you want? Is it okay if I do Great Weapon Master? Because I normally do. That's what I was gonna.
Are you swinging
say in my
with?
head.
Are you gonna drop the earthquake to swing with full?
I don't have to.
Oh, that's right. We did talk about that. If you want to use Great Weapon Master, you can.
So that would be a 26.
26 will hit.
Okay. Do I get 2 swings?
I'll give you 1.
Action surge.
It's a reaction. She's floating away.
Okay. A 5 and a 4, so that's 9. 29 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Crush into her with the hammer. And she kind of... It hits and gives a little into her as she continues to float away. She points. Doesn't say anything. But as she points, the loom starts to vibrate. A little more. I'll see you when you're older. Roll D percentile for me, buddy.
That is a 4. Double zeros and a 4.
Double zeros and a 4.
Or it's a 104, depending on how you look at it. Or 400.
No, she's not gonna make you 400. She's gonna make you re-roll that. You feel like your muscles start to age a little bit. And she goes, no, older and wiser.
Great. 46.
You age 46 years.
Oh boy.
And as she... That's better. There's a blink. There's a twang of high tension string popping. And you are back in a small 10 by 15 foot tent with an old ratty loom falling to pieces, half of it teetering into a fissure that wasn't there when you left. All of you are safe on the ground, true to her word.
Mommy passes out. Just gonna fall over.
Ronan, are you going to continue the earthquake?
I guess not.
Very little time has passed. The sun has peaked, started to peak above the horizon. Daylight is coming. The dawn is coming. And Umshara's laugh, very distant giggle on the breeze. I think that's where we'll wrap for this evening. Thank you all very much for joining us this evening. Tomorrow
Balls.
will be something a lot more lighthearted and goofy. A little less trauma in that game with the fall of Mortu returning. And then I believe we are the next game next week as we deal with the repercussions of this.
Oh yeah, because no idiots.
No Idiots got on Sunday, but we will be back next Wednesday.
It's all because of them soccer people.
All because of them soccer people. So, thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for watching. And we will see you all next week. Have a good
And go
night.
buy some stickers.
Go buy some stickers at Sheckler Woodworking.
They come with trauma.
They do. Baked into everyone. So, thank you all for tuning in. Have a good night, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.